So you want to let go of Brock Purdy, who there is an out in his contract, albeit there is a lot of dead cap attached to him. Then you want to sign Mac Jones to an extension, thus
No.
then paying two quarterbacks at the exact same time, big money. Okay, if we're into idiotic ideas, I'll give you some more facts to prove why that's stupid. Because, okay, the reason why people are saying, oh, Mac Jones looks really good. Let's get down to the brunt of it. Because they're winning football games. That's why. If they were losing football games and Mac Jones was playing the exact same way, we'd say, oh, God, we really need Brock Purdy back right now. We can't wait for Brock to get back. The only reason why, or at least a large reason as to why people are saying we got to have Mac Jones stay in there. He's looking good, which he's playing good football. No one's saying he's not. He is playing good football. He's playing on time. He's relatively precise. He's making plays. He's out there with some swag, running the offense as Kyle wants it to be. However, we know Brock's a better playmaker. He's more mobile. And if you dive into the statistics, it is so abundantly clear that anyone pushing the Mac is better than Brock Purdy narrative is so wrong. They shouldn't even be heard, listened to, or even brought to the table. And I'll run it down for you right now. In 2025, with primarily a Mac Jones-led San Francisco 49ers offense, okay, this is this year, 2025. This offense is averaging 21.6 points per game. That is good for 23rd in football behind the Giants, just ahead of the Jets, the Houston Texans, the Miami Dolphins, the Panthers, all teams that most likely aren't very good and are probably going to miss the playoffs this year. The Giants are under 500. The Jets have one win, and the Houston Texans don't know who their quarterback is this Sunday, whether it's Stroud or Davis Mills, because one of those guys is hurt. And the Dolphins are actively trying to give Tua Tagovailoa away to opposing teams. Okay, what was last year like for San Francisco, right? No Christian McCaffrey. George Kittle played most of the year, but Deebo Samuel was absolutely terrible. You got rid of him for a fifth-round draft pick. Pearsall missed the first 7 games because he got shot in the chest, right? And Brandon Ayuk missed all from week 7 and on because of the torn ACL, PCL, and MCL. What did that offense average? Oh, funny enough, surprisingly, about one more point than this offense is doing now. I'm sorry, Christian McCaffrey is more impactful than Brandon Ayuk is and Ricky Pearsall is. Having him back changes the entire dynamic of San Francisco's offense. It gives somebody a target to throw to every single down. This is the same Christian McCaffrey, albeit older and more injured, yet right now healthy, that made Jimmy Garoppolo look like an MVP candidate for 5 weeks in 2022. We can't forget that, right? This is a mirage we're seeing of Mac Jones. He's playing good football. In reality, like how long can this go for? What about San Francisco's running game? Because it's not just about Mac Jones. In 2025, San Francisco is averaging 97.1 yards per game. What happened last year? What they do last year? No Christian McCaffrey, right? They didn't have their dogs in the backfield. Last year for San Francisco, Jordan Mason started 6 games, played 12 of them, rushed for 789 yards, okay? Christian McCaffrey, through 9 weeks, has nearly 600 yards. The rushing attack is better. The offensive line is better. Like, this team is equally as injured, if not healthier than they were last year on offense. The defense, which is the biggest factor in the entire thing when it comes to winning football games, is significantly better for Mac Jones than it was Brock Purdy last year. Go to the stats once again. This season, San Francisco is 10th in football with allowing 20.9 points per game defensively. Go to last year. They're allowing 25.6 points per game last year. That was 29th in football. You give Brock Purdy a top 10 offense or defense in scoring. They lost last year like 4 games by an average of 4 points. If you flip it, they're a freaking playoff team last year. They're a 10-win team last year. They have a competent special teams unit that ranks 4th in EPA this season. It was 32nd in EPA last year. This is not a Mac Jones versus Brock Purdy debate. This is they didn't win games last year. Now they're winning games this year. That's the only difference. And it's because the defense is top 10 and special teams is top 5. That's the difference. And you have Christian McCaffrey back. If you give Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, and a top 10 defense, he got you to the freaking Super Bowl. We have to stop with these, oh, you're drawing up controversy because you want to have the controversy. You want to find something to complain about and bitch about and go, oh, Mac Jones had 4 good games. Oh, my God. Jimmy Garoppolo, you ran him out of town. He's doing the exact same thing. The exact same thing. Yeah, Mac, better arm, sure. Mac, more mobile, maybe. Yeah, more durable, potentially. Have we not seen Christian McCaffrey carry Mac Jones at times this year? Have we not seen Christian McCaffrey carry the entire offense? He's their leading receiver and the leading running back that didn't even play last year. And then it's, Nick Sorensen was there. And like, you give Christian McCaffrey and Robert Saleh and Brant Boyer's units to Brock Purdy, they're a playoff team guaranteed. Every year he's playing quarterback. This is a wins and losses league. Mac Jones is winning games. That doesn't mean Brock Purdy can't win you more of them once he's healthy. We have to stop it. We have to stop with the Mac Jones is better than Brock. There's a quarterback controversy. Kyle Shanahan knew in practice he was better than Jimmy Garoppolo, who led him to a Super Bowl. And the first overall pick he gave away 3 first-round draft picks for. Do you not think that guy knows what the hell he's doing? That guy isn't going to go back to the guy that saved his job and helped lead this team to a Super Bowl? Like, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. They averaged more points last year without Christian McCaffrey. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I think the 49ers fan base is extremely spoiled, too.
Well, it's like I said, what have you done for me lately? That's the mindset of almost every NFL football fan is. And so when they haven't seen a guy produce in a number of weeks, they start to say, well, maybe we don't go back to that guy. Now, here's the thing. Mac Jones has 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's got a quarterback rating of 93.6. If Brock Purdy had these same numbers at this time this season and was not hurt, I can guarantee you the people that are already saying that they should move off of Brock Purdy would be saying the same exact thing about these numbers that Mac Jones has. Saying, well, he threw the interception that cost us the game twice. He's got 5 interceptions. He should have less than that. So it should go both ways. And unfortunately, it's not.
Which that doesn't mean Brock shouldn't be playing better. He should. Brock hasn't been good this year. Like, no one's forgiving that or excusing poor play from Brock Purdy. The Jaguars game, turf toe, probably played a factor into it, but it wasn't inexcusable. It was bad. He's got to play better to earn that $53 million a season. But we just can't be that lost in a 6-3 record, because if this organization truly believed in Mac Jones that much, they would have bought pieces at the deadline. They would have. Don't tell me they wouldn't have, because they would have. If they truly believed in this roster, they would have bought pieces to help them win now and later. They didn't do it. You want to know why? They know there is a ceiling to this team, and part of that is because of Mac Jones' quarterback play. It's good enough to win, maybe even a playoff game. It is not good enough to win everything, and that's what the organization has to shoot for. They know it is not possible with the current quarterback play. It's good enough to win now, but they've beaten the Giants. They've beaten the Cardinals by a game-winning field goal. They beat the Saints, who are a bad team. They beat the Rams. They shouldn't have. They should have lost that game easily. Kicker missed field goals, missed a PAT, and the Rams blew 2 goal line stances basically in overtime and the fourth quarter. Shouldn't have won that game. This team could easily be 4-5, 5-4. Like, they lost to the Buccaneers. We're acting like Mac Jones is playing Herculean.
Right.
He's playing pedestrian. And pedestrian, consistent, can win you football games. That's fine. We love winning football games. But there's levels to this. And
right,
Brock Purdy's level ahead Mac Jones.
Right, but at what point do you have to say, okay, we need to stick with Mac if Brock isn't healthy enough? At what point? At what week do you say
Brock shouldn't play?
Right, but I'm saying, like, let's say Brock is healthy by the last week of the season. Do you say, okay, we're going to put Brock back in the game and he's going to lead us in the playoffs? I don't know if you do that, only because I'm not saying anything like, oh, because Mac is better than Brock. What I'm saying is that the continuity. He's been the quarterback for the majority of the season. Do you really take him out and put Brock in and be like, all right, go get him in the playoffs now against an elite team?
If you believe Brock Purdy is your quarterback that you paid all that money to, as an organization, you better damn well play him that last game into the playoffs.
But this is not like Major League Baseball where it's like, oh, get him in the game, he get him the starting, or he's a starting pitcher, let him start. That's totally different. You're controlling the entire offense. You haven't played since week 4.
But
you see what I'm saying, though. You see what I'm saying?
I do, but you also didn't play for 4 months in between the last game of the season and week 1 of the next year. So why does it matter? Like, ask the Baltimore Ravens, and I know Lamar Jackson's healthy.
Okay, you can't. That's different. It's Lamar Jackson.
But you can. The point is that is your week 1 starting quarterback. You believe when healthy gives you the best chance to win every single week. Yes or no?
Yes.
Who? Lamar Jackson?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. The Ravens, if say Lamar missed the entire year, would bring back Lamar over Cooper Rush and Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, but Lamar has won numerous MVP awards.
Sure. Joe Burrow has almost the exact same career path as Brock Purdy. Been to a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. He lost in it. He's been hurt a couple seasons. This is Brock Purdy, basically. Joe Flacco's playing great football. They're averaging nearly 30 points a game. You cannot tell me the Bengals wouldn't say, hey, actually, sorry, Joe, you're playing great, but Joe Burrow will always give us the best chance to win.
Absolutely. He's the number 1 draft pick.
You go back to your guy. If, like, we have lost this, like, the reality of Brock has been playing better football for longer than Mac Jones has had success in the NFL. Despite Mac Jones being in the NFL longer than Brock Purdy has, like, they were real conversations of Brock because he was an MVP finalist. And I get it. They had the Avengers that year, whatever. But Brock gives you a better chance to win. He always has. Now, he has to be healthy, sure. But if it's week 15, week 7, week 18, like, he's going to play because he should. He's your starting quarterback. Like, Bo Bichette in the World Series didn't play the entire playoffs. World Series comes, I'm playing second base. You want to know why? I give us the best chance to win. And they should have won the whole damn thing.
They should have won the whole thing. That was ridiculous. He played hella good in the World Series.
Like, you don't not play your best players. If Nick Bosa could come back on the defensive line, but they're playing good enough.
Okay, so
Nick Bosa, wouldn't you bring back Fred Warner if they could play?
Well, absolutely. Okay, so let me ask you this. If the Niners go into the wild card round in the playoffs, and they're playing against, I don't know, the Seahawks.
I think they will.
And Brock's like, okay, I'm ready and I'm cleared. Do you bring back Brock Purdy for that first game, or do you stick with Mac Jones, who's gotten you all the way here?
Nope. Who do you think gives you the best chance to win?
Brock.
You will always play the guy you believe gives you the best chance to win. And this Niners organization, this regime, clearly believes Brock gives them the best chance to win. Now, it may backfire. Brock can look rusty, but you will take that chance every single time knowing the chance of winning that game is exponentially higher with him on the field than off of it. Hey, this is not rocket science. I'm not targeting you here, Dre.
No, not at all.
Saying what people were saying. Like, people were saying, well, Mac is the hot hand. You don't play hot hands at quarterback when you have the quarterback in place you want to play. Like, this is not hot potato. This is not running back by committee. Like, this is your franchise quarterback. You don't dick that guy around. If he's healthy, you play. If he's not healthy, he doesn't play. It's that simple.
You're listening to the Dre Aries Sports Show, live on YouTube and X. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.